think that working from home means waking up late, chilling in pajamas, and having all the time in the world. But let me tell you, that is a lie. It is a very, very big lie, safe. Today is a Friday, and Fridays are one of those days where I barely have time to even breathe. I barely have time for myself. Space, I already prepared for my day. I came to my workspace and I just had to write down my to-do list. Although I had so many things to do today, I just have to write them down. If I don't write them down, I'm going to forget. I was trying to even remember what I forgot if I didn't write anything down, because Fridays are very, very busy, especially with meetings and work. So the first meeting I had of the day was an alignment meeting with the dev team. We had to go over all the latest design updates I did over the week. I had to run through every design. I had to make sure everything was being implemented correctly and we're in alignment. So it was just basically an alignment meeting with the dev team. And let me tell you, translating design to dev, it is one full-time job on its own, especially that handover to development. So you have to walk your developers through your design process, through your design, screen by screen, document by document. It makes the task easier for both you as the designer and also the developers. I had to make my breakfast. I knew that today was going to be a really, really busy day, and if I don't make breakfast at this time, I might probably not get to eat breakfast during the day, even lunch. So I always keep meals on Friday. But I was like, no, this Friday is going to be different. I am going to eat breakfast. So no slow mornings here. I didn't get the chance to even ease into the day, just straight up to work. Before I could even process the meeting with the dev team, I jumped into another one with one of my PMs. We had to finalize and share a report on a completed flow. So just basically also an alignment meeting and updates meeting. It is satisfying when a project finally reaches the finish line. The amount of discussion, approvals, and the back and forth, everything, like, it can be a handful. Then the meetings came in one after the other. At this point, I had the third meeting, I had the fourth meeting, I had the fifth meeting, I had the sixth meeting, and they were all back to back. I was giving updates with the different teams and different products. So I'm actually working on different products at the moment and different teams. So basically, I just had to share my progress on my tasks for the week and discuss what was pending. And of course, I had to take more feedback for the products. During the iteration phase, we have to brainstorm. We even did a research on one of the products. So we're incorporating what was discovered during the user research into the product. So everything was just moving at a slow pace for me. My Fridays are usually slow because they're usually filled with meetings, and these meetings are usually long. So I had to get a quick snack on something. I just had to eat something here. This was already in the afternoon, and at this point, my brain was already running on autopilot. I couldn't take any more of this meeting, for guess what, I had to do more meetings. So yeah, NEPA brought the lights. No, not NEPA, because I'm actually in Nigeria, so our light was restored at this point. That's why my video is looking a little bit brighter. If you notice, the earlier videos were looking dimmer, but now this video is looking, there's a lightning effect on this video. So the light was restored at this point. And the funny thing is that somehow in between all this chaos of Fridays, I had to create slides for my students. Yes, I teach UI UX design at 2 academies, and I had to create slides for my students. And I basically had to just work everything and balance everything. I did some designs today. I did a landing page design today. I finished the landing page design today. I did a video prototype video. I finished the referral section for one of my products today. And I also created slides for my academy. At the same time, at all these meetings, I just had to put all this together, and all this takes extra effort. It's not only about the design. There's always a need to also tell a story about these designs to my stakeholders, to my PM, to make this feel interesting. So I spent a good chunk of time refining interaction and making sure everything looks seamless. That's actually what I do for a living, and it is actually very, very interesting. And at this point, I was so exhausted. My brain was fried. But there was still more projects and still more work to be done before the day ended. And finally, the last meeting for the day. I don't know, I usually have quick meetings, impromptu meetings at intervals. So most of the time, I usually have like more than 10 meetings in a day. Sometimes I even have clashing meetings. And all I have to do is just to balance, and at the end of the day I try to prioritize what is important first, so I don't overwhelm myself with a lot of tasks and so many work at the moment. So this meeting was with a design academy I'm working with. So we discussed upcoming plans, and at this point I was just trying to survive. I was just, yes, okay, I'm listening, because I was exhausted. Yeah, I work 9 to 5. I do my 9 to 5 at home. So I think I clocked in by 9 and I clocked out by 5. But by the time I was wrapped up, I was so exhausted. People think freelancers don't work, but honestly, we do. It's even a lot. It's more. And there's no clocking out. Even though I work a 9 to 5, work is always there waiting. But at least I love what I do. I love designing. I love creating interfaces. I love UI UX. I love product designing. Even if it drains me a lot, it can be draining, it can be exhausting, it can be time consuming. It doesn't even allow me to have a personal life outside work, but I really enjoy what I do. So yeah, that was my Friday. Busy, draining, but productive. And this is just the day video. I also work at night. So I don't know if I'm going to do a night vlog, but I work at night. And if you relate to the freelance struggle, let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.